What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a long time, so I thought I would show off some new gear, which I've actually had for a while, but haven't updated anyone on the old YouTubes. The tubes of the U. Good fun. So, been a while since I've shown out the grinder. So, about 2 years ago, I upgraded to a different model of 2x72. So I used to have the vertical 2x72 from 50X Fab. I still miss that for certain things. Purely grinding out profiles, no grinder I've ever worked on has even come close. That's 84 Engineering, Wilmont, ARJ. I haven't had the chance to use any broadbacks or anything like that. But the 50X Fab Scorpion grinder just kills them dead where they stand. But the versatility of this machine is kind of where I went to. So you've got all your standard features of a 2x72 and a horizontal rotating, like horizontal platen, or tilt mount should I say, sorry. Alright, I'm assuming this is a Cubitron belt as I can't see an arrow on it, so I've had a few little upgrades over the time I've had it. So I really like these green handles. Just a lot easier than the factory ones which came with it. Will turn. Much prefer the M8 lock handles, I think they are. M8, don't quote me on that one. So this 2x72 was made by ARJ here in Victoria, so nice and local. It's attached to a VFD, so it's a 3 horsepower motor to VFD. It works on standard whatever power you have in your house. Here in Australia, I got 240 volt. Nice and easy to start off with. Have a quicker look. Should I say a closer look? No, not getting where I want. It's a bit of a... So got a couple of the green handles, one on each side. So this one is so I can rotate the platen whenever I want. And the other one is for the tooling arm. I also have a standard work table. So there you go, your standard work table. I wasn't a huge fan of the standard work table. I didn't really use it a whole heap after the modular, not really modular, the one that Jake from 50X Fab makes, not sure if he still makes them, it was adjustable, so you could adjust the tilt on the table as well, and yeah, it was really easy to get very dialed in. This one I wasn't a huge fan of. It makes grinding a bit dangerous, especially for knives. If you're doing something else, shouldn't be an issue, but definitely prefer the cutout, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So it's just very standard plate welded to a little under 2 inch by 2 inch tubing, 40mm tubing. So I reached out to 84 Engineering, and they built me up a extremely oversized work rest. And it's not actually for the ARJ. The ARJ just fits it, which is great. The ARJ seems to fit a lot of bits and pieces from other models, so it's a bit of a mongrel. So with the work rest, there you go. It's got a bit of a notch into it. So when you're coming across and you're grinding, it's not going to grab your piece and throw it straight at the ground or try to like come over the belt and throw it at you. Very standard wheels. Your basic aluminium kit for the wheels. Again, that's a 3 horsepower motor, so 2.2 kilowatts. Don't quote me on that. I'm doing that off the top of my head. So yeah, that's with the work rest attached. Like I said, if you were doing any grinding, it doesn't have a high chance of throwing it between the work rest table itself and the belt, which I've had that happen to me before and it shredded the belt. I thought I almost damaged one of the idler wheels, so not a huge fan of the small work rest table. I either have none or this one, which I really like the oversized one from 84 Engineering. I purchased this one out of my own money. I wish they would sponsor me. But purchased this, I think, on a Monday, and by the Thursday morning, I think it was at my house. So not bad coming from Sydney. Sydney does not have great shipping. So that's the oversized work rest, as it's advertised. And as I mentioned before, it's got a horizontal tilt stand, so I can move it from there to there. So I can work here, or I can work here, or on the top. I have it affixed to a standard Heron Forbes Machinery Warehouse stand, and then on top of that I've got my tilt stand. I'm actually a bit too short, so I've had to make a I think a 3-inch step out of some posts. So some old wooden pine posts, which I think are 3-inch by 3-inch. So I've just screwed 3 of those in together, and it takes me up above it, or I can come down here, so it feels nice and comfortable for me. Because the last thing you want is when you're grinding to feel uncomfortable. You got your tracking wheel up top here. Belt's a fair bit worn. What else have I done with the grinder? Handles, oversized work rest. So one of the problems I have had with this one is we had storms here where I live, I'm not sure if you can see right behind it. There's a little gap. It was neither of them. The gutter on the left side of the roof here was actually over full. It came in through the wall when I hadn't been into the workshop for a few days, and my VFD is screwed into the wall. So as it went down the wall cavity, it ended up filling up the back side of the VFD, killing the VFD. There was corrosion all the way through it. So Adam was awesome. He sent me out another one in the mail with these green handles. I thought I was going to have to spend a few hours wiring it up, as I'm not too proficient in wiring myself. Like, a sparky work is not something I would jump head over foot into. So Adam was awesome enough to have everything pre-wired and done for me. So all I had to do was open the back of my motor, take a picture of it to see where everything was, take out the cables, put in the new cables by looking at my picture, and we're off to the races again, which is great. Two things I would maybe like to see in the future, or it's something I'll do myself. I would like the mild steel platen that comes factory fitted with it. It is quite large, but I would like to see it come out width-wise to the same size as the idler rollers. It's about a finger's width off each side, so I would like to see it the same size as the idle wheels itself. And the biggest gripe that I have, other than that, I love this grinder to bits, only because once you've had something on a grinder as a feature, and you buy another one and it doesn't have that, you kind of think to yourself, why doesn't it? And it's a spark guard. That's like my biggest gripe, is not having a spark guard, because I have to wear face shields and a bit of a mask, because this just spits shit into your face. I would like it probably a lot more if there was a spark guard for the top wheel. I know a lot of other manufacturers do it. So I suppose that was a bit of an overview of the 2x72 grinder. Last thing, I suppose, before I hang up for the next time, is me personally, I don't know what it is over the past year or so, I kind of want coloured wheels, or I want coloured bearings to put in the wheels. So from a distance it looks like there's some colour, because they're very drab in the corner. Again, not all of them like that. I know the Broadback's a nice blue colour, which I quite like. Very similar to King Chrome. But there you have it, the ARJ 2x72 grinder. Possibly the cheapest 2x72 on the market, and you get the best bang for your buck in quality. So I think it's roughly $350 cheaper than the next competitor. You would have to jump online and have a look of where you are in the world, and postage and all of that to get your final price. So there you have it. The ARJ 2x72 grinder, made here in Australia. Great bit of kit. I'll see all of you lovely people on another one. Catch you then.